If you feel empty inside, but you're not sad, if there's a void where your emotions used to be, but it doesn't feel like depression, this message is only for the chosen ones who have entered the sacred void. Because what you're experiencing isn't the end of something, it's the pause before your complete rebirth. And Dolores Cannon knew exactly what this emptiness really means. Let me describe exactly what's been happening to you. You wake up and there's nothing. Not sadness, not depression, just emptiness, a strange neutrality. Things that used to excite you don't anymore, but you're not grieving that loss. People you used to feel deeply connected to now feel distant, but you're not crying about it. Your entire emotional landscape has gone quiet. And here's what makes it so confusing. You're not unhappy, you're just not anything. It's like someone turned down the volume on your entire internal world, and you're standing in this vast, empty space, wondering if something is terribly wrong with you. Your family asks if you're okay, your friends notice you've become distant. Therapists might mention depression, but you know deep in your soul that what's happening to you isn't depression, it's something else entirely, something nobody seems to understand. Until now. Dolores Cannon encountered this phenomenon repeatedly in her hypnotherapy sessions, thousands of individuals describing the exact same experience, a profound emptiness that wasn't depression, a void that wasn't despair. And what she discovered will change how you see what's happening to you. Through her QHHTT work, she identified this as one of the most critical stages in spiritual awakening. She called it the sacred void, the space between who you were and who you're becoming, the cocoon stage, the dark night before dawn. In her research with the volunteers, those advanced souls who came to help Earth through the shift, she found that this emptiness appears at a very specific point in the awakening journey. It happens when your old identity has dissolved, but your new identity hasn't fully formed yet. Your ego, which has been running your life for decades, begins to lose its grip, but your authentic soul self hasn't yet taken full control. So you exist in this in-between space, empty, neutral, undefined. Dolores emphasized something crucial. This void isn't a problem to be fixed, it's a sacred passage to be honored. Because you cannot fill a cup that's already full. Before your soul can pour in your true essence, your true purpose, your true power, the old contents must be completely emptied out. What you're feeling isn't the absence of something, it's the presence of infinite potential. Here's what's happening to you on an energetic level. For your entire life, your sense of self has been constructed from external sources. Your career, your relationships, your achievements, your roles, your beliefs, your emotional patterns, your wounds, your stories. All of these things created a sense of you. They filled up your internal space. They gave you definition. They told you who you were. But here's the truth that Dolores uncovered. None of those things were actually you. They were costumes your soul put on to have a human experience. Necessary costumes, important costumes, but costumes nonetheless. During the shift to fifth-dimensional consciousness, your soul begins removing these costumes one by one, not through trauma, not through loss, through energetic dissolution. The frequency of 5D simply cannot hold the density of false identity. So what happens? The things you identified with stop defining you. Your career stops completing you. Your past stops controlling you. Your future stops calling you. And in the space where all of that used to live, there's nothing, empty space. But here's what most people don't understand. Empty space isn't the same as darkness. Empty space is pure potential. It's the quantum field. It's the void from which all creation emerges. You're not losing yourself. You're returning to your original state, undefined, unlimited, pure consciousness. And from that space, your soul can finally build the version of you that's aligned with your true essence rather than your conditioning. Dolores Cannon identified 5 distinct stages within this sacred void experience. Understanding which stage you're in helps you navigate it with grace rather than fear. Stage 1, the disinterest. This is where things that used to matter suddenly don't. Your hobbies feel pointless, your goals feel hollow, your social life feels exhausting. You're not depressed about this, you're just uninterested. This stage typically lasts 2 to 4 weeks. Your soul is withdrawing energy from old attachments. Stage 2, the questioning. You begin asking, who am I without my career? Who am I without my relationships? Who am I without my story? These aren't anxious questions, they're neutral observations. You're watching your identity dissolve without panic. This is profound spiritual maturity. This stage can last 1 to 3 months. Stage 3, the neutrality. You enter a space of complete emotional flatness, not numb, not depressed, just neutral. You observe your life like you're watching a movie. Nothing feels deeply personal anymore. This is your consciousness expanding beyond personal identification. This stage varies greatly. Some experience it for weeks, others for several months. Stage 4, the spaciousness. Something shifts. The emptiness stops feeling like loss and starts feeling like space, breathing room, freedom. You realize you're not missing anything. You're experiencing relief. The weight of maintaining your old identity has lifted. This is when you begin to recognize the gift in the void. Stage 5, the emergence. Slowly, subtly, something new begins to fill the space, not from outside, from within. A quiet knowing, a gentle direction, a soft clarity. This isn't your ego rebuilding itself. This is your soul finally having room to express itself fully. You don't go back to who you were. You become who you've always been beneath the conditioning. You might be asking, why now? Why is this happening to me at this point in my life? Here's what Dolores discovered about timing. This sacred void experience typically occurs for the chosen ones between ages 45 and 60, and there are specific reasons why. By 45, you've lived long enough to build a complete identity. You've established yourself in the world. You've formed your personality, your beliefs, your patterns. Your ego structure is fully developed, and paradoxically, that's exactly when it can safely begin dissolving. Before 45, most people still need their ego structure intact to navigate the world, building careers, raising families, establishing themselves. But after 45, life often creates more space. Children become independent, careers plateau or complete, marriages either deepen or end. Life itself begins creating the opening for this transformation. The collective frequency of Earth has also reached a tipping point. The ascension energy that accelerated in 2012 has been building progressively. By 2025 and beyond, it's strong enough to trigger this dissolution process in millions of people simultaneously. You're not having a midlife crisis, you're having a mid-soul awakening. And your soul has been waiting your entire life for this exact moment, when you finally have the maturity, the space, and the readiness to release who you thought you were and discover who you actually are. This emptiness is your soul's way of saying, we can finally begin the real work. If you're experiencing this sacred void, you'll likely recognize these accompanying signs. 1. You've stopped caring what people think of you. Not from bitterness or rebellion, from genuine neutrality. Their opinions have lost their power over you. 2. You're letting go of friendships and relationships without drama or grief. They simply feel complete. You're releasing with peace rather than pain. 3. Material things that used to excite you now feel meaningless. Shopping, acquiring, achieving, none of it fills the space anymore. This isn't depression, This is your soul no longer seeking external validation. 4. You spend increasing amounts of time alone, and it doesn't feel lonely. Solitude has become sacred. Silence has become nourishing. You're being pulled inward. 5. You've stopped planning your future obsessively, not from hopelessness, but from presence. You're finally here, now, without constantly projecting forward. 6. Old wounds and traumas that used to trigger you have lost their emotional charge. You can remember the events without feeling the pain. Your past is neutralizing. 7. You have moments of observing your own life from outside yourself. You watch yourself working, talking, moving through the world, and you feel like you're witnessing a character in a story rather than being that character. If 3 or more of these are present alongside your emptiness, you're not depressing, you're dissolving, and that's exactly what needs to happen before your rebirth. Here are 7 sacred practices to support yourself through this void stage with grace and trust. Practice 1. Stop fighting the emptiness. Your first instinct might be to fill the void, to force yourself to feel something, to get busy, to distract yourself. Don't. The void is doing sacred work. Let it be empty. Give it permission to remain undefined. This is the practice of surrender. Practice 2. Create a daily stillness practice. Sit in silence for 20 minutes each day without expectation. Don't meditate to feel something. Don't meditate to achieve something. Just sit in the emptiness and breathe. You're teaching your system that void space is safe. Practice 3. Journal the neutrality. Write from the empty space. Document what it feels like to not feel. Describe the void without trying to make meaning of it. Sometimes the act of witnessing without interpreting is the most powerful practice of all. Practice 4. Disconnect from forced positivity. You don't need to think positive your way through this. You don't need to affirm yourself into feeling something. This stage isn't about feeling good, it's about being real. Honor the truth of your emptiness without judgment. Practice 5. Release timeline expectations. Stop asking, how long will this last? There is no standard duration. Your soul knows exactly how much time this process needs. Trying to rush it only prolongs it. Trust the timing, even when you can't understand it. Practice 6. Spend time in nature without an agenda. Walk in natural spaces without your phone, without music, without goals. Let nature's neutrality mirror your own. Trees don't force themselves to feel. Rivers don't question their flow. Learn from their acceptance. Practice 7. Tell someone who understands. Find one person who won't try to fix you, diagnose you, or pull you out of this space. Someone who can simply witness your experience without needing to change it. Being seen in your emptiness without judgment is profoundly healing.
Listen to me carefully. Your emptiness is not a malfunction. Your neutrality is not apathy. Your disinterest is not depression. You are in the most sacred stage of spiritual transformation, the chrysalis age, the death before rebirth stage, the void before creation stage. And it takes immense courage to stay in this space without running, to feel nothing without forcing something, to be undefined without clinging to old definitions. Most people will never experience what you're experiencing because most people will never allow their identity to fully dissolve. They'll keep patching the old self together, decorating the old structure, renovating the old story. But you let it all fall away. You stood in the rubble of who you used to be, and you didn't try to rebuild the same house. You're allowing something entirely new to emerge. That's not weakness, that's warrior level consciousness. Stop apologizing for your emptiness. Stop trying to snap out of it. Stop letting other people's concern make you question what you know in your soul is true. You're not falling apart, you're falling open. And the universe is about to pour something magnificent into all this space you've created. If this message found you in the void, I need you to do something. Write in the comments, "I trust the void." Let this be your declaration that you're not going to fight this process anymore. And if you know someone who's experiencing this emptiness and questioning themselves, share this video with them. You might be giving them the permission they've been desperately needing to stop forcing themselves to feel something. Subscribe and turn on notifications because tomorrow I'm revealing why your body suddenly feels heavier during ascension and what it really means when density increases during a light body activation. Until then, remember, the void is not empty. It's full of potential. Stay in the sacred space. Your rebirth is already beginning.